The giant WrestleMania. I'm so sick of these people. You know, I'm the tribal chief around here. Yeah, you see me, the tribal chief. That's right.
I got that thing on me. I got that stick. I got that tool. I'm packing.
You must be some kind of a dumbass. And I will never retire.
You know, this aggression will not stand, man.
Get that garbage out of here!
It doesn't matter what you think.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back once again for another edition of FNR Friday Night Review. I'm your man, Cam G. Of course, that's the man, Scalionaire, and the resident Jim Ross of the podcasting world, Jamie Rose. Fellas, what's going down tonight?
Not much, man. Just coming off of a decent episode of SmackDown.
Just chilling, killing.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's head into our NFL.
What's
last week?
Like, Scales?
So last week, I won the week going 9-6. Cam was in second place going 8-7, and Jamie bringing up the rear going 7-8.
Whoa!
So we have a new leader in the board. I have now taken over the league once again. My current record is 67-47. Jamie is 1 behind me with 66-48, and Cam is 3 behind Jamie, 63-51. You had a couple of rough weeks at the beginning.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
So, I mean, it's got, like we're having our good weeks, but then when we have our bad weeks, they're bad. Like
that's me with
so,
life.
Let's get our picks going for this week. Let's start with the game in Germany. Miami Dolphins versus Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
8:30
a.m. my time.
9:30 a.m. Eastern. 8:30 a.m. in the past with Jamie. Same with Cam.
No, mine's 9:32.
You're 9:30 too?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a part. Like yours is like you're part of that weird where it goes to 9:30.
Yeah.
This is one of our focus games for the week. So we're going to spend a little time on this game, give our thoughts and everything on it. So what matchups are intriguing you inside this game?
Man.
There's not one that's standing out to everybody on this one.
So the thing is that both of these offenses are pretty high powered. So it's you gotta see what the defenses on both these teams can do, because the Miami Dolphins could run up, 50 on you. So could the Chiefs if Mahomes is having a good night, but you got Tyreek Hill going up against his former team
For the first time.
For the first time.
That right there is the key matchup in this game.
Yeah.
He came out and said, I wish it was home in Kansas City so I can embarrass them in front of their fans or something along those lines. Like, this man's talking already.
Yeah, whoop their ass.
Yeah, that I think is going to be
the
focus of that matchup right there is Tyreek Hill. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It's like the Chiefs. It's like the Chiefs this year are just like kind of, I don't know. Like it's like they're punch drunk or something, from last year. I don't know. It's weird. They just don't feel like the Chiefs of old.
I mean, they almost lost to the Jets.
They lost to the Broncos.
Yeah. Which is shocking. Like, did not see that coming.
You got Taylor's boyfriend on the team, so.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, who's having a great season regardless.
Facts.
Yeah, both teams are 6-2. Kansas City is the favorite by 1.5. The over-under on this game is 50.5. So they're expecting a lot of points to be scored. I think this game right here can decide who's getting home field advantage in the playoffs for the AFC.
It's very possible. I can see that.
Because you have Jaguars as the other 6-2 team. And then there's one, I think the Bills are 6-2 as well. No, Bills are 5-3. There's one other 6-2 team, but I think this is the Ravens is the other one. I think this could determine home field advantage, though.
Yeah, the Ravens are 6-2 as well.
I know that bothers you because you're a Steelers fan.
Yes, it bugs me, dog. Can't stand it.
So Tua has 17 straight games with a passing touchdown. It's the longest active streak and the fourth longest in Dolphin history.
Tua's going off this year. I'm honestly like, I already know how good Tua is. I knew that, before this season. But the thing he struggled with was just, staying healthy.
Staying healthy,
Right.
yes.
His health was a major concern going into this season.
They fucked up last year.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting smoked last year, so that was the main concern. But this year, it's like he's coming back. It's like his revenge tour, So he's going.
Who do you think? Who is the player to watch this week in this game? Who is your player to watch?
Probably Tyreek. I'm curious to see what Tyreek does. I think Tyreek goes off in this game, honestly.
I mean, he has over 1,000 yards receiving already in the season in 8 games.
Insane.
Jamie, who's yours?
Well, mine's not necessarily a player. Well, it's that Dolphins defense. You have 3 top defenders. Your cornerback room is great. It's just a wonder if their secondary could hold off the Chiefs. High-powered offensive. You got Eli Apple, you got Xavier Howard, and Jalen Ramsey. See if those guys can go out and do their job. If they can, they win the game.
Eli Apple doesn't strike fear in anybody's heart. Trust me.
It's Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard are the two you worry about.
Yeah,
Eli Apple is the nickel back on that lineup,
and
when he comes into the game, you throw at him.
He did sell the Super Bowl for the Bengals. So
there you go.
My player to watch is Rashee Rice from KC. This wide receiver is having a sneaky good season. He has led the team in snaps last week, so he's on the field for the most plays out of any other wide receiver. He's averaging at least 5 targets every week. So this man can be a sneaky good play for them if he is allowed the room and Mahomes gets him the ball.
Well, if I'm watching anybody on the Chiefs, it'd be Pacheco. Dude's a beast.
So who's everybody picking on this one?
Man.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a really close game. I'm gonna say Chiefs.
So I'm taking the Dolphins based off of the fact that they've been in Germany since Tuesday and the Chiefs just got there yesterday.
Ooh.
And the Chiefs are not going to be adjusted to everything and they're going to be struggling. All right, next game.
Wish would have known that.
Well, you got to pay attention.
Listen here, pal.
Falcons versus the Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
Vikings just got Josh Dobbs, right?
He's not playing this week.
Falcons.
So the Falcons are starting Taylor Heineke, and the Vikings are starting a rookie QB. And,
wait, when did they get Taylor Heineke?
Because they've had Taylor Heineke. They benched
Desmond
Ritter. So
yeah. Heineke was good for the commies.
I'm going with the Vikings. I think the rookie's going to have a great game. and make that trade, getting Dobbs look dumb. Cleveland versus the Cardinals. I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah, give me the Browns.
Everybody's taking the Browns?
Yes, sir.
We got the Rams versus the Packers.
Rams.
Rams versus who? Sorry.
The Packers.
Give me. Yeah, wait. Stafford playing?
I don't think he is.
Likely.
It says
This
he's
is
likely to
Stafford
play. It says data.
Give me the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers as well. We got the Commanders versus the Patriots.
Give me well, the Commanders pretty much are rebuilding and starting over. Give me the Patriots.
Give me the Commies.
I'm going with them as well. Just because they traded a defense, they did nothing to change the offense. You got the Bears versus the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Yeah,
give me the Saints.
Seattle versus Baltimore.
Ooh.
Seattle has a new defensive lineman in Leonard Williams that they got from the Giants. Baltimore made no moves to pick up a running back that they could have used.
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm right there with you, Cam. We got the Bucks versus the Texans.
Buccaneers. Easy.
Yeah, give me the Bucks.
I'm going with Houston.
It's a good pick.
Indianapolis versus Carolina.
Colts.
Give me Indianapolis. Freaking Minshew mania.
Oh my god.
I'm taking Indianapolis as well. Giants versus the Raiders. I'm taking the Giants.
I hope.
Daniel Jones is back. But Darren Waller's out.
Give me the Blue Man Group.
All right. So our second focus game of the week. You got the Cowgirls versus the Philadelphia Eagles. This game right now is for the top of the division. Cowboys' record is 5-2. Eagles are 7-1. So if the Eagles win, they could pull away with the division. Makes them 8-1. If the Cowboys win, puts them at 6-2, and the Eagles at 7-2. So it puts the Cowboys back within reach of the division title.
The Eagles are very beatable. I'll put that there.
Why do you think that?
Just they've been playing close games lately. They've been able to figure it out. They just haven't been able to put pieces together. Jets almost beat them.
Stop with the Jets, man.
Hey.
You can't use the Jets as a measuring stick for teams. They needed the NFL's help to beat the Giants.
Good coachings.
They've needed that. Saleh is a good coach.
Yes. It's a great defensive mind.
That doesn't mean he's a good coach.
He's a good coach.
No, he's a great defensive coach. He's not a good head coach at all. And they needed the NFL's help to beat the New York Giants. So you can't use them as a measuring stick when the Giants are one of the worst teams in the league. And I'm a Giants fan saying that.
Anyways, the Washington Commies only won by a touchdown. They did beat the Dolphins pretty decisively, though. But, Dallas's defense hasn't been the same since Micah Parsons, so.
AJ Brown has had 5 straight games of 125 yards receiving. What were we going to say, Cam?
No, I was just going to say I think this is going to be probably one of the best matchups of the week come Sunday. You know, a lot of history there between the Eagles and Cowboys. Division matchup rivalry. I think this is gonna. I wouldn't necessarily say this will be the defining game for the Eagles necessarily, but I think, well, for one, I think it'll prove that Cowboys are not out. They're not going to do anything this season. Not sorry to break it to the Cowboys fans, but if they can't beat the division leaders right now, I don't think they're going to do anything come the end of the season or postseason if they make it there. So this is really the Cowboys' true test. I think the Cowboys have more to lose than the Eagles do. Eagles, they could easily beat the Cowboys, I believe. So, yeah.
You took that right out of what I was going to say. I was going to say this is the one where the Cowboys need to prove themselves that they are good enough to stay with the top teams in the league. The one thing they do have going for them, and I don't know how this is possible, but Prescott has gone 28-7 in his career against the NFC East. And he has 61 TDs and 19 interceptions. That's the third best touchdown to interception ratio against a division opponent in the league since 1970.
Give me the Eagles.
Cam?
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles.
I want to pick I want them both to lose.
Same.
That's the Giants fan in me talking. I really want them both to lose or play to a tie because that I think would be fitting. But I feel the Eagles are going to win this game, and they're going to take the stranglehold on the division, and the Cowboys are not going to be able to come back from it. The next game that we're going to talk about is our final focus game of the week. And this is the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football. What happened the last time these two teams played on a night game on national TV?
Bills just did not show up. Not at all. They just were not prepared at all.
The game was never,
the game was also stopped.
Yeah.
They never finished the game. And he's active.
Oh, that game. I thought you were talking about the playoff game they had.
No, this is the last time they were. And he's active and playing this week.
Yeah.
So that's the
feel. Let's hope that doesn't
happen
again. Hopefully.
Well, absolutely. No one ever hopes that happens. But I feel that we're going to get the matchup this week that we should have had in that game. And this is going to determine whether both teams are contenders or pretenders this year. Unfortunately, it happens after the trade deadline because they can't do anything to change how their team is after this. But it's just very interesting because right now the Bengals are rolling. Burrow's healed. He has no more injuries. Chase looks good. They're moving the ball around. And I just think I think their time is coming to get back on track for this season. The Bills tend to not show up against certain teams. I don't know. They had a hard time with the Giants. They lost to the Jets week 1. They had a couple other dismal performances. I think that the defense for the Bengals is going to shut Josh Allen down. And I think this could be a blowout for the Bengals.
Absolutely. Last time we saw the Bengals play, they played against the Niners. At that time, the Niners they were red hot, and they looked like they couldn't be stopped. And then they went against the Bengals. Joey Burrow, I mean, he looked pretty good against them for 3 touchdowns, 283. So I would say he's back. He's back in rare form. And like you said, to your point, the Bills tend to not show up during certain games, even when it looks like, I mean, they're a shoe-in to win some of these games. And they just completely just show up, they just don't seem prepared or whatnot have you. So I think the Bengals, if they're not careful, I do think the Bengals can run away with this game and completely shut out the Bills. So I have to go with the Bengals this week.
Jamie?
Give me the Bengals.
And now we come to the final game of the week. The Chargers versus the Jets.
Give me the Jets. And I'm saying that like being serious. The Chargers, until they make a coaching change, I don't believe in them at all. They have the talent. They have all the talent. The coaching just doesn't put the game plan together. Brandon Staley's got to go.
Give me the Chargers.
I fucking love you, dude.
Give me the Chargers.
I mean, I kind of see what you're saying in regards to the coach, but he's been one of the Herbert's been one of the better QBs against the blitz, and the Jets like to blitz the QB, and his QBR is a 90+ against the blitz, so he knows how to take advantage of it. And if the Jets don't do things on the other side after they blitz, Allen, he'll be going all over them. You have Williams if he's playing. I'm not sure if he's back. So it's the Chargers have the talent to do it. It just depends whether they can take advantage of the Jets' mistakes. All right. Well, that concludes the NFL portion. Jamie, where can we find you?
You could find me at Jamie Rosex on any of the social platforms that are out there. You could find me Friday nights on Friday Night Review, and you could find me doing other things on Diamond State Wrestling. That's all. And you could find me being a girl on the.
All right, Cam?
You can find me on TikTok at Cam's Wrestling Corner and call me Cam G, both of my TikTok pages. And you can find me right here every single Friday night on Friday Night Review with these two guys. You can find me on Wednesday nights on Rivet City Radio, our sister channel, every single Wednesday night with the Boom. There was no Boom this week because they had the whole 48-hour subathon thing, and I didn't want to wear those guys out, so I can understand that. But we will be back next Wednesday with more action from AEW Dynamite. And, of course, you can find me Sunday nights as well on the Table Spot every single Sunday night. Don't miss it. Obviously, I'm on Twitter at CamandCheese317. And if that does not sizzle your bacon, I am on Instagram at 317 Bacon, Eggs, and Cam.
Hey, Sammy, how are we doing tonight? You can find me here on Off the Top on Twitch and YouTube, as well as on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Off
And
the Top
Tinder.
Media _
I like it.
That being said, make sure we check out Ringside Chatter tomorrow night, 10 p.m. here on Off the Top. And then Sundays, you have at 8 p.m., you have Bot Spots and Chair Shots over on Rivet City Radio, followed by the Table Spot, which Cam just mentioned. Earlier in the day, if you want to check out, we have Rivet City Red Zone, which is our football program that starts at 11 a.m. on Rivet City Radio, Twitch, and Off the Top Media, YouTube. Everybody have a great evening. We'll catch you again on our next episode.
Can you take me higher?